Welcome to the deep dive. Truly mastering a language, it isn't just about collecting vocabulary words or memorizing grammar rules, is it?
No, not at all.
It's really about unlocking the art of everyday interaction. Understanding that subtle, kind of nuanced power held within those common phrases we often just take for granted.
That's a great way to put it. It's like the difference between knowing the notes and actually playing the music.
Exactly.
Playing the music.
Because it's precisely about how you play the language,
Right.
how you actually use the words, the rhythm, the intonation, to connect, influence, and just express yourself authentically.
And that's exactly what we're going to explore today.
Yeah.
We're diving deep into a collection of, useful English sentences.
Okay.
Our source material for this deep dive, it comes from the YouTube channel Fine English for Anyone, specifically their listening English practice video.
I think I know the one.
Yeah, it really zeroes in on improving listening, speaking, pronunciation, with a strong emphasis on American English pronunciation, connected speech, intonation, and rhythm. And what's really interesting there is that the video isn't just like presenting these phrases passively. It's designed for active repetition, right?
Right.
Which encourages you not just to know these sentences, but to sort of embody them.
Right.
And that's where that deeper understanding of pronunciation, rhythm, connected speech comes in.
Uh-huh.
Like when we talk about connected speech, that's how native speakers often link words together, making them sound almost like one continuous stream rather than separate words.
Yeah, like cat chat instead of catch that.
Exactly. And that blending, it significantly impacts both your listening comprehension and how natural you sound yourself.
That's such a crucial distinction because our mission today, it's really to go beyond just repeating things. We're going to try and uncover the essential communication skills these sentences embody.
Okay.
By looking at what they mean, how they're used, and critically, how those subtle changes in delivery, like the intonation, the rhythm, can completely transform their impact. So this deep dive, hopefully, will reveal how these seemingly simple phrases are actually the fundamental building blocks for connection, collaboration, clarity, giving you a shortcut to being, well-informed about the practical nuances of effective English communication.
This is great. Where should we start?
Okay, let's unpack this by starting with the foundation of connection. So many of these sentences are like social keys, aren't they? They unlock smoother interactions.
Definitely.
They show respect. They seek understanding, build bridges. Just think about how often you might use a simple, "Excuse me, do you have a moment?"
It's striking how these phrases act as essential social lubricants. They often reflect these deep-seated cultural expectations for politeness, sometimes directness.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about managing the flow of a conversation and navigating those unspoken rules of engagement.
Right, like with politeness, apologies, respect.
Yeah,
The source gives us some classic examples.
it does.
Beyond, "Excuse me, do you have a moment?" which is a great opener. The source highlights, "Thanks for your help," and "I appreciate your help."
Okay, yeah. 2 ways to say thank you.
Right, but there's a subtle difference, isn't there? "Thanks for your help" feels pretty straightforward, direct.
Standard.
But "I appreciate your help," it feels like it carries a bit more weight, expresses maybe a deeper recognition of the effort or the value.
Yeah, I agree. It feels a bit more considered. Maybe more heartfelt acknowledgement versus just a transactional thank you.
Exactly.
And this nuance, it becomes even clearer when you look at apologies. Phrases like, "I'm sorry for the inconvenience," or "Please forgive me," even "Sorry to bother you." They're all about diffusing tension, showing empathy.
And the delivery is so important there.
Oh, absolutely. Rhythm and intonation are key. A genuine apology often comes with a slightly lower, maybe softer pitch, a slower pace.
Yeah.
It conveys sincerity, not just rushing through it.
And then the source throws in a bit of a curveball. "You owe me an apology."
Ah, yes. That one stands out.
Completely different vibe.
Yeah.
Right. Much heavier, much more direct.
And this is a perfect example of how intonation just utterly transforms the meaning. If you say, "You owe me an apology," with that strong stress on "o" and a falling tone,
Yeah.
it sounds accusatory, almost confrontational. It's like a demand.
Right.
But if you were to say it differently, like "You owe me an apology," with a rising, questioning tone at the end, it totally changes. It expresses maybe hurt or surprise. It invites a different kind of response, perhaps a softer one. That subtle pitch change reframes the whole interaction from a demand to something more like a lament. It's incredibly powerful, just that vocal delivery.
That's a fantastic demonstration. It really shows how we use these technical aspects to convey so much more than just the words. Shifting gears slightly, these sentences are also critical for seeking and offering clarity.
Oh, definitely. Preventing misunderstanding.
Exactly. Ensuring everyone's truly on the same page. Think about phrases like, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it? Or, I don't understand what you mean.
This really highlights the value of active listening, doesn't it? When you say, sorry, I didn't catch that, like you mentioned, often in natural speech, catch, that blends together catch-at.
Right.
So practicing hearing and saying it like that, catch-at, it actually makes your listening more efficient and your speaking sound more native-like. These phrases, they show a commitment to actually understanding.
Yeah.
I often wonder, how many misunderstandings could be avoided if we just consistently use these clarifying phrases instead of maybe just nodding along?
Good point.
Examples like, that's not what I meant. Can you repeat that, please?
Okay.
That way. I'm sorry, can you explain that again?
Yeah.
And even the more direct, I want you to clarify this. They're vital tools. They stop miscommunication before it escalates.
Definitely. And of course, a huge chunk of everyday English revolves around making plans and social engagement. These phrases, they facilitate social bonding, right? From just casual meetups to planning future activities.
Yeah.
The source gives us some great examples like, let's grab a bite to eat, or asking, how was your weekend?
Yeah, these are the threads that really weave our social fabric together. Let's make plans for the weekend. Or, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Even that relatable, I can't believe it's already Friday.
Yeah, everyone feels that one sometimes.
They all serve to initiate and maintain social connections. And notice the rhythm in, I can't believe it's already Friday. That stress, it emphasizes the surprise and maybe a little bit of relief or excitement,
Totally. And some phrases are a bit more direct, like, do you want to grab a cup of coffee later?
Yep.
Or even, can I get your number?
Right, moving from general chat to specific engagement.
Yeah, and think about the different levels of commitment implied. Let's go for a walk feels like a gentle suggestion.
Pretty casual.
Whereas, let's go out for dinner tonight, well, that implies more planning, more time commitment, or even, let's stay in tonight if you're feeling less adventurous. These small shifts in phrasing really set expectations.
And the beauty is just in their utility. From something specific like, let's go to the museum this weekend, to the more general, let's meet up later, or can we meet after class? They're all functional relationship-building phrases.
Yeah.
And even those casual closings like, see you later, or have a good one, they wrap up interactions smoothly, often with a slightly rising intonation at the end of good one, just to convey friendliness.
Okay, so moving into the next section. This is where I think it gets really interesting. These phrases, they seem to move us from just talking to actually doing something. Whether it's solving problems together or maybe reflecting on our path forward, they feel like they're about taking initiative, making things happen.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's about action.
Imagine you're starting a new project or maybe facing a challenge at work. These aren't just polite suggestions anymore. Some of them feel almost like commands for action.
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, these sentences really reveal essential strategies for effective teamwork and even self-management. They're not just words. They're tools for agency, for productivity, progress, both in personal and professional spheres. Let's delve into that collaboration and task management piece.
Perfect. The source is packed with them. Things like, can you give me a hand with this? Or can you lend me a hand? Classic ways to ask for help. And again, the rhythm here can convey different things, right? A quick, slightly higher pitched, can you give me a hand, might suggest a more immediate need.
Right, like, help quick.
While a slower, more even tone is probably a softer request. Then you have the really collaborative phrases, let's work together to solve this problem, and let's collaborate and come up with something great. They really foster that team spirit.
For actually getting things done, the follow-through and delegation part, we see phrases like, I'll get back to you on that, or I'll take care of it, and asking, can you handle it? With can you handle it? The intonation, again, can be so key. A straightforward falling tone is just a direct question of capability.
Can you do this?
Right. But a slightly rising, almost questioning tone, that can convey a softer inquiry, like checking if the person is comfortable or available, rather than just issuing a direct command. It's all in that subtle cue.
Yeah, that makes sense. Plus, we have those project management type phrases. Let's get this project done on time. Let's make a plan and stick to it. Let's prioritize our tasks and get them done. And let's be efficient and get things done quickly.
They're practically mini mission statements.
Right. They rally the team.
Yeah.
And the emphasis on words like prioritize and efficient carries that direct kind of no-nonsense rhythm.
Definitely.
So beyond just doing, these sentences are also crucial for expressing opinions, agreement, and just general thought. They let us make constructive contributions to discussions, engage critically with ideas.
Okay.
You've got the positive affirmations like, that's a great idea, that's a good point, that's a great question, and that's a really interesting perspective.
These phrases aren't just being polite. They actually validate contributions and encourage deeper discussion, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
And something like, what do you think about this? Invites participation, often with that rising intonation to genuinely ask for input. While that's a good way to look at it, shows you're being open-minded. Even phrases that might seem negative, like, I don't like the idea, or resolving ones like, that's not a problem, are direct ways of articulating a stance or clearing an issue. And again, delivery matters.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't like the idea, with a calm, even tone can signal thoughtful disagreement.
Right.
Whereas a sharp, quick delivery might just sound dismissive.
Good point. And for ensuring alignment, we have things like, that's exactly what I was thinking, and the classic, are we on the same page?
Yeah.
So vital for teamwork.
Yeah.
The source also includes, let's keep an open mind and try new things, and let's consider it, which really speak to flexibility and thoughtful decision-making. That kind of commitment to open-mindedness comes through in the balanced rhythm of the phrase itself.
And it's fascinating how even short phrases like, are you sure, can work. They serve to prompt critical reflection or just seek confirmation, adding a layer of rigor to making decisions.
True.
A short, sharp, are you sure, with the stress on sure, really demands a reevaluation,
Yeah, makes you stop and think.
while a softer, more drawn-out delivery might just be seeking reassurance.
Okay, so moving on to motivation, reflection, and overcoming challenges. These phrases seem to be about self-care, encouraging other people, and navigating setbacks with a positive mindset.
The resilience part.
Exactly. Phrases like, let's stay positive, or I need to take a break and clear my mind, are about personal well-being.
Yeah, these are key for personal resilience and just managing stress day to day. Let's get started, is that initiator phrase, often delivered with an upbeat, almost march-like rhythm.
Yeah, like, okay, let's go.
Well, I need to get some rest, and let's take a break and grab some coffee. Highlight the importance of recuperation. Even just acknowledging uncertainty with, I'm not sure what to do next, is a crucial first step towards solving a problem, often said with a slightly reflective, thoughtful tone.
And for dealing with setbacks, sorry the plan didn't work out is a straightforward acknowledgement. But then we have all the encouragement, keep up the good work, well done. That's a great achievement.
Yeah, those are important.
That's really inspiring, that's really impressive. The source even includes, I'm really proud of you. These are powerful morale boosters, aren't they?
Absolutely. And the genuine warmth often comes through with a slightly slower, more deliberate rhythm and that positive upward intonation. They foster a supportive environment. The source also provides those crucial reflective questions like, how do you manage your time effectively? How do you deal with difficult people? And how do you overcome challenges?
Right, those are deeper.
Yeah, they aren't just phrases. They're prompts for self-assessment and strategic thinking.
Yeah.
They kind of encourage a conversational rhythm that invites reflection rather than feeling like a rapid-fire interrogation.
So, stepping back a bit, what does this all mean for just our daily lives? These seem to be the simple human moments making up our daily conversations. Asking about someone's day, sharing personal tastes, observations.
It's everyday stuff.
Yeah, the small connections that build bigger relationships.
Well, it raises an important question, doesn't it? How do these seemingly mundane phrases actually contribute to building a shared reality and deeper personal understanding, even in their simplicity? They're like the connective tissue of daily life. For instance, think about daily life and well-being.
You hear these constantly. How was your day? That's pretty universal check-in.
Yep.
And then the expressions of personal states. It's been a long day. Let's relax. Or I'm so tired today. And notice how long day often connects, almost sounding like long day, making it flow naturally.
Right. They foster empathy and connection.
And acknowledging physical states. I have a headache, I'm feeling cold, I have a stomach ache. They're fundamental parts of just human interaction. Even an observation like "you seem exhausted" shows you care. The source includes "it is very cold today" as a common observation, and interestingly, "the food tastes so bad."
Yes.
Even strong negative observations are part of common, authentic communication.
And again, delivery, saying "the food tastes so bad" with a slightly exaggerated, maybe playful intonation can turn it into a humorous complaint among friends rather than an aggressive declaration. It really is all about the delivery.
Very true. And finally, these sentences allow for expressing personal preferences and just general curiosity. They help us learn about others, express our individuality.
Getting to know people.
Yeah, things like, "how do you like your coffee?" or "what's your favorite song?" They're entry points into understanding someone, inviting that natural conversational rhythm.
Absolutely. They make it easy to share about yourself and discover others' interests. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? What do you do for a living? What is your dream country? What's your favorite school subject? What do you like to do for fun?
Yeah.
They're all direct ways to learn about a person's life and passions. And that rising intonation you usually hear at the end of these questions signals an open, genuine inquiry.
And then there are those general curiosity phrases like, "what are you up to?" and "how long have you been doing that?" or "doing this."
Right, just checking in.
They're the spontaneous questions that pop up in casual conversation, just showing interest and keeping the dialogue flowing, usually with an easy, fluid rhythm that doesn't feel interrogative at all.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it feels pretty clear that this collection of seemingly simple English sentences from a learning resource like Fine English for Anyone actually forms a really robust toolkit
It really does.
for effective, nuanced communication across all sorts of facets of life. These aren't just phrases. They're the building blocks for genuine connection, successful collaboration, clear self-expression, but only when you truly get how they're delivered.
Indeed. And the source's emphasis on mastering their rhythm, their intonation, their usage, particularly in American English, including those aspects like connected speech, it empowers you beyond just understanding the words on a page.
Right.
It empowers you to truly communicate and connect with confidence, with authenticity. It's about moving from simply knowing what to say to really mastering how to say it to achieve the outcome you want.
So here's a thought to leave you with. Consider this. How might consciously choosing a specific phrase from this deep dive and then thoughtfully considering its rhythm and intonation rather than just, any words that pop into your head? How might that change the dynamic of your next conversation? Or even change your perception of yourself as a more intentional, more skilled communicator? We definitely encourage you to maybe try it out this week.